Okay, so apparently I did a video on, just jump right out of there. I did a video, that's what popped out. I did a video on Donald Trump politically, legally, and health for September instead of just his regular September reading. And I didn't call it impeachment, but it looks like everything else I said is pretty much what's happening. And one of you pointed that out. I never know if y'all want me to use your name, so I never do. But one of you pointed that out, actually over on Patreon. And it's just, it was weird to see the reading, actually, because I don't ever go back and rewatch those to see if they were accurate or not. But it was interesting that it was. So, without further ado, they want to talk today. Well, we listening. Let's see. Donald Trump, October. October is pretty much here. Let's get to it. This deck has a second set of court cards, because so many of his top people, like Pence, Barr, and Putin, they all have the same air sign. So let's see. One and two. So let's see. I'm actually, it's like I'm not nervous to see what it says, but I'm anxious. Like, this is, I don't want to get the hopes up, but I'm not dare going to pass on there's that again. And that popped out too the second time. So there is a cooperation happening in your October that's really bright. Let's see if I can't darken it. So there we go. There's a cooperation around messages and money and just cooperation, period, around things that they need. It is stuck though. Pompeo is being threatened by different committees in the House because he refuses to let go of transcripts and records and things like that. So it's stuck right now. A transitional period for you. Oh, let's go back. Well, we'll keep going. There's a Queen of Cups. Again, like, this is something different. This is, for whatever reason, I'm asking about Donald Trump's October. This is not his October. This is something else. The cards want to say this too. Let's keep it going. There is a record thing happening here too. So there's I got this in that September reading. Something to do with records. It is very slow, but they will get it eventually. It just has to go through some bumps first. There's the star. So we have center of attention, and then a new action around it. This is also the future. There is a new lawsuit coming as well. Walking away is in the fear. So this is the investigation. This is what's I guess the biggest thing that's on his mind right now. So this is probably why it's popping up instead of just his regular October. There is regret and sorrow. King of Cups. That's William Barr for some reason. This is the supportive ones. But supportive from power. And then Nancy behind it. She is targeting Barr now as well because she said he has gone rogue. But again, it's like records. I just keep getting this. It just keeps flashing to me that records. And yes, we are trying to get, transcripts and this is and that's, but that's a bigger deal than his money even. It's like a records thing. Like it's almost like they could get him just on this, therefore they don't really care about the other stuff. They care about it, but this it's like if you were trying to reel in a fish and the fish was giving you a run for your money. Instead of getting another person to help, you figure, well, you're almost there, just keep going. So they don't really need to add on anything else, although the option is still there. It's just they want records. And the fact that they're not getting them helps their case. Because Pompeo not giving the records is an obstruction of Congress, which can add to the impeachment of Donald Trump. So it complicates things when they don't comply. That's why they do the impeachment inquiry. The impeachment inquiry is not impeachment. The impeachment inquiry means that we now can get access to things we could not before. So that's what's going on here. This is the warning, though. Is preparation. One side is prepared, the other one not so much. Somebody is ahead, and it is the Dems, finally. Solace. I don't think there's solace so much. There's more like good news of a victory, like a celebratory good news. And it's going to move very, very quickly, and there's something very positive that comes out of this situation. This is going to move very quickly, like head spin quickly. So let us try it again. Donald Trump's October. So that was the case. Donald Trump's October. Donald Trump's October. Right off the top. So, Two of Cups. Cooperation in bonds. He said, Nancy, can you do something about this? It's so funny that, like, he asks, who was it? Was he asked James Comey, can you look the other way? And Michael Flynn, like, if there's nothing there, then anyway. But he's bound. He's bound by cooperations. I think this is talking about the impeachment here. He's bound. He's a better word is he's cornered. That's what it is. He's cornered. He can get out. Like she said to him, follow the law. He can get out, but he's cornered. The Democrats have finally... And here's the thing. They may not even have the strongest case in the world against him. But he's helping their case. Because I don't know what kind of documents they have. But let's assume they don't have the strongest case. He's going to help them. Because I said this long time ago that she was waiting for him to make a mistake. And that's what I still see. And she finally got her mistake. And so now she pounced. Even, I mean, we've all been saying, well, she's waiting on the money. I always said she was waiting on a mistake. And I think I was the only one saying that. It just still made sense to me, though. But it's like, okay, I'll concede that it's about the money. But no, I think she was waiting on him to make a mistake. I don't like this card sometimes because this is abandonment of a current project, walking away from something. I always feel like, oh yes, he's going to walk away from the presidency. But that's not what that means, because we have gotten this so many times and he's still here. So there is an abandonment, though. I don't know what, but we will do the whole 16 card in a row spread too. There is news and messages coming out. The fruit caught my eye, so there is a lot of it, but it's stored away. So these are the records again, peering back into here. But they do get them though. It'll be a fight, but they get what they want. This is going to be your biggest thing. She waited for you to make a mistake, and you have made it. There is a celebration though. At the very least, there's a partnership of 3. So I'm not sure who the 3 are. If it's you, Pompeo, and Pence, you, Pompeo, and Barr. Nancy Nadler, and what was called the next card. So this is usually my investigators card, but I think you, Pompeo, and Barr, or you and Pompeo and another source, because this is Pompeo. So it's you, Pompeo, and somebody else. It's not Barr, and it's not Pence, and it's not Ukraine. Well, it could be, but it's a third party that. No, this is not Ukraine. This is you, Pompeo, and somebody who we don't know, but they have documents. They have information that we need that is making it harder to get. So you have Pompeo is basically protecting you from something for the time being, because he's here. Your warning or your fear is the Democrats. Naturally, your hopes is to basically escape. Skin your teeth. This is separation, heartbreak, but what you need is basically to not stab someone in the back, because you've already done that part, but you need to get away with doing it. In the environment, there's the presidency, and then money. So this is also something financial, something you do all the time. That you could be reaping some reward from. So this is a little bit of light in your storm. So there is some money coming into you though. Like it's something you have advance payment for or advance investment for. Something is going to yield a return to you. So there's some money for you. Your warning though is the Republicans are turning on you. This is thrown out in the cold. So more and more, they're starting to, they've become emboldened, like the way you embolden your crowd. They've become emboldened to say this president's doing the wrong thing. This is not something they have always stood on. They thought that you would be their ticket to easy tax breaks and, getting rid of social services and all these other things. But when you prove to be not a useful idiot, but a useless idiot, then they're starting to turn on you because they don't want to be associated as the party of Trump. Good news for you. Yeah, there he is again. So this is the one who is helping you. He is helping you. This is your only good news right now. he is blocking some actions though. So this is why it's going to be a little delayed. Your outcome cards is the law and confusion. So there is something that you're not prepared for. There is something that I think your legal team is also not prepared for. Somebody on the other side is going to throw a monkey wrench into your plans. And it's going to lead to some confusion and some, excuse me, a bit of heartbreak. It's going to be very, well, I'm just going to say it's going to be devastating. Whatever it is. And I don't know what it is, but it's not the impeachment, but it's like something to add to it. Like information that makes the impeachment case stronger, something like that. Something like that. So let's see. So new action again. There's a 7 of Cups. There's the law. Celebration. So this is a 3 women thing. I've seen this before. We see this a lot. And there is, like Nancy Pelosi, the NYAG, and then there's a judge of some sort. There's another woman. But, again, someone throws a wrench into this, and it may be them. It may be New York. Because it comes out of nowhere for you. You're like, what the heck just happened there? You know? So it may be the New York thing has finally had a breakthrough in their cases as well. And it could involve one of your children, because it's not something you're prepared for. It's like I keep saying, it's not impeachment thing. They can tell you down the road how this is going to go, and if it ever comes to this point, this is what we can do. If it ever comes to this point, this is what we can do. This is out of nowhere, out of complete nowhere. So there is they may target one of your kids, I'm not sure, but it's just out of nowhere, and it involves women in power. So there's like Nancy and the NYAG, and then maybe one other woman. I'm not sure who. It maybe could even be the Barbara Underwood, because she was working on some things before Letitia James was elected. Because Barbara Underwood was appointed. So we'll see. There is that guy again. Injustice. Money and money. So is this Pompeo? He has a legal bill. He has a legal bill. That's Pompeo. A very big one. That he is going to have to pay as well. This is the mercenary, so the person you hire because they're reliable. It has something to do with legal something. There's the justice card and the payout. So you have a very big legal bill coming, and it's probably because of your obstruction of Congress. There's communications. There's, again, I'd said she has some money news. This has been sitting. This has been sitting, and it's ready. It's like primed and ready now. Anxiety for the government. So this is actually going to cause a lot of commotion. Like newspapers, get ready. Talking heads on TV, get ready. This is going to some money news. Never mind the whole Ukraine thing. But the Ukraine thing was about money too. But there's more money news in this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what it is. It is the Ukraine thing. Because this is like seeded money, invested money, and they're getting aid from us, as in seeded money. So yeah, it's going to cause such a crap storm that it'll make your head spin, as he likes to say. There is the offerings of money as well, like big sums of money. There is an indecision. There is not an indecision so much. It's the demon or the devil. That's kind of what I get with this. Is which road do we take? Both of them are never good because they're both illegal. But which one do we take? It involves the White House, which means it involves multiple parties. And this is something that Nancy is looking into as well. Because she says she's going to investigate anybody. There is an illegal something when it comes to money. What did I just say? I said a whole bunch, didn't I? Hopefully you kept up with it. Because like I always say when I do these readings, I'm not completely present. So I look back and I don't know what I just said. I said a bunch. So that's it. Well, here there's a man talking about money currently behind the scenes. This is someone we don't know, like an investigator of some sort. So they have commissioned people to go out and look for money information. There is also a case that they are stalling. I'm not sure if this has exactly something. It might be Mike Flynn. There's a case that's stalling. It does involve money or donated money, like campaign donations or something. There's a case that's stalling. It's not the inauguration thing. It's somebody else. I feel like it's Mike Flynn or something because he has a stalled case right now, but there's something stalled here. There is also, there are other people implicated in, like I said, the White House when it came up, or wherever it was, right here. That the NYAG has other people that is also being targeted in the White House. And it could just be the children, but it has something to do with money, and this could be the inauguration thing. So she is definitely zeroed in on somebody. Nancy is also pursuing other things outside of the Ukraine thing. There is money that was paid out to a third party. And she has she's seeking information on not just the third party, but why this money was paid in this manner. Are you trying to cover up something? So this money being paid through sources, kind of like, and meanwhile, Stormy Daniels just got a settlement for that nightclub thing, but it's kind of like that. It's like you paid Michael Cohen to pay Stormy, no, it's like you paid Michael Cohen to pay Avenatti to pay Stormy Daniels. It's something like that type of thing, even though that's not what happened, but something like that. So she's investigating that as well. Oh, mercy. And Lord have them all. I don't know what I just said, but I'll watch it back and see.